Palantir update here on the 3rd. So I'm going to go over the chart from the very beginning, show you how I came about my conclusions. So we have a 5-wave move right here. 5 waves. This is pretty easy to figure out. You can just use parallel lines. If you're not familiar with Elliott wave. Crosses over here, pullback, 1 more move down, 5 waves. And then we get this move right here, and then this is a B wave. And so I consider this a C wave. And it basically hits the 1.61 fib. Actually, this ends right here, so it goes a little bit past it. But that is 5 waves. That completes an ABC move, in which I would say normally that that could be the end of the B wave. But, and again, you can use parallel lines on this too. You can look at it like this. Clearly crosses here, pull back, and then if you zoom in here a little bit farther, you'll see here, it could end right here, but you can see here, again, you can use parallel lines. Crosses right here, pull back, move higher. Hits the 1.61 fib as well. Exactly, pull back, 5th wave. ABC lower, also hits the 1.61 fib. Almost exactly. So I have that labeled as W because, again, a lot of these are WXY waves. So we have ABC, ABCX, goes past the ending of this. But then this, I would normally want this to be a C wave. And it could be a C wave, but the fact is that this is actually an ABC move again. So I think that this right here is, again, we're looking for a B wave up here. I don't know how high it's going to go. And then ultimately a C wave lower. So on this one, it didn't quite hit the 1.61 fib. There's a slight possibility that the bottom would be down here in the 14s. But there's also the possibility that we get a big correction in the overall market, and we're looking for something down here to the 1.61 fib around 1275. Moving average wise, you have the 20-day moving average on the monthly sitting here at 1220. So potentially it goes all the way down there and breaks the 1.61 fib on this area, but the 1.61 fib of this WA right here is at 1131. There's a bunch of gaps below that as well. There's some gaps down here, and then there's monthly demand down here. I don't think it's going to make it that far. That's probably for later when the market crashes. But ultimately, I think you're looking at something like this. Into like March or April. And then you're looking for another melt up. So let's just say we go down to 12 bucks. My target would be like 25 bucks, but it can go all the way up here. There's a bunch of gaps up here. You have a gap here at 24, 27, and you have a gap here at 32 bucks. Any of those can hit. So yeah, this can actually be an A wave too. I'm sorry. No, it can't be an A wave. It's a W wave because I like the B wave to be as long time-wise as the A wave. So WXY, so you're probably looking at something like this. It's probably going to be something like this. And pretty quick too. Maybe like that. And that would complete the overall. Let's just see how long this can go actually. So it could potentially go up here to 37 bucks, the very top of here. But then when the market actually crashes, you're probably looking at something back down here to like 7 to 10 bucks. So that just shows you how sensitive these stocks are to interest rates and yields and all that stuff. Because I expect the dollar and yields to get a lot stronger in 2025. So when the dollar gets weaker over the next 5 or 6 months, we're going to see a melt up. But right now, you're right here. You're right here. And we're looking at this as probably going to like mid-February and then selling off here into March or April, and then you're going to melt up. So just a quick update on Palantir. You have gap fills all down here, but the demand zone I'm looking at is between 1177 and 1240 to be primary spot. I'd be looking for a target. Anyway, that is it on Palantir. Going to be a good buy the dip here in the next couple of months. That's it. Have a good one.